So I kind of like it if I'm doing a quiet session. Like for now, I would like to scan the red list with no volume criteria, I guess. Let's see, reset 50 coins, but we could you sort them by highest volume. So we have a coin with the highest volume. Just gonna do this. Let's see. Obviously nothing here yet. Need another few weeks. Hmm. Yeah, so weird one. All over the place. If it tightens up here, then that could be a good trade to, 120 or something like that. Kind of similar, but Oklo is stronger. Hmm. But nothing for me right now. And I'm wondering a bit about all the quantum names, where we are, because I think it's too soon for all of these names like UBTS and God, what are the names like RGTI? All of these to go again. I think they're having like a fake out and coming into range. But QBTS is super strong, but it could also be something like this because we're kind of in this sort of cycle where we have this upsloping trend lines and likely chop, shake out, and then extension into a new uptrend, like a let's see, like a Bitcoin 2017 was it? Here we are. So I'm thinking the whole market is doing something like, yeah, you can see it here as well. It's sort of the same thing, sort of like we did back here. We're like in the first leg, and it can be a bit choppy around those levels. And then we're gonna have an extension into the next leg, tighten up, and then final blow off. So we could be doing something like that in the whole market, because that's kind of what I'm seeing with all the names. So many names are looking like this. But yeah, anyhow, let's go back to where we were. So Sunday, 27th of July is Sunday. Going through red list. So I'm already fully invested right now. I'm just looking if there's anything that might catch my interest this week, like Reddit, but the alarm is already there. Hmm. Same here, INQ. I think it's too soon, but who knows? I mean, it looks like a beautiful head and shoulders. I'm head and shoulder, I mean, cup and handle. I actually could do that. It would make sense for it to go to maybe 90 or something like that, 80 from here. So, um, oh God, missed this one. Wonder if I mentioned it somewhere. No results. Does it work? Oh yeah, it works. Okay, what about job? Job. Where is it? Here, pump job. Okay, so I never mentioned it. Okay, but it could be a nice flag coming up here the next 3 weeks. Something like MX maybe, like this. Could be nice. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This one I'm thinking it's gonna continue pumping. I'm wondering which name it was, because there's some name that's gone absolutely crazy from the lows, straight up. But I don't remember the name. But we're in that kind of season where shitters are running, which also is a bad sign because it means could mean that it's the end of the, well, not the end, but a temporary end of the uptrend. So we need to have a pullback, maybe, maybe. So kind of the same here, but the handle is not as big as Joe IonQ. Same here. I'm wondering if I should take this as a little, or if it's too soon. But I've seen many of these names. Like you feel like you want them to stay here for a bit longer, but you can see the little shakeout here under this level. So it could go something like Ava here. Didn't think it was tight enough, but it just ripped higher. And I also I was excited for this leg here, but then it just this week it came down weak. So we'll see if it stays around. Mm, nah. Or well, actually, I'm wondering since this entry was a gap, if it's gonna continue from here and continue ripping higher. The volume is, yeah, billions, so that's nice. Galaxy, yeah. It's been such a hard cycle because it feels like we're not really there yet, but some names are still going. So I kind of think this looks exactly like Riot in 2020 here. So similar. Of this capitulation low, rip, rip, small cap and handle above the trend line, and then it rips 10x from here. So let's say we are here in Galaxy, then you could find some entry in here if it holds the 20-day. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so looking at this, could easily be something above here. Just go like this. Yeah, I already wrote the Galaxy. Galaxy is interesting. I got the alarm. I don't know. Leo missed this one as well. I remember writing about it many times. 31st of May. 31st of May. Ah, shit, here. I was looking at it. Which day? Saturday, right? Tuesday, 31st. So here. Hmm. Okay, fuck. That was the entry for me. One of the entries. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this before when you have the pullback to the trend line. I used a 2-day chart, but you can buy the first inside candle, and it actually worked here as like a first entry, but hindsight. But I've been mentioning this a lot, but I never took it. Also because some other time I was fully invested, so I'm not sure if I even had the capital to buy. This one is waiting for the alarm. CLSK, not really there. NNE, I'm not really liking how it looks. These weak new highs. I don't know. So it could potentially be some, yeah, who knows? I don't like it as of now. But nuclear energy is it's going to be a hot topic with all the AI needing electricity. ENVX. Hmm. This one could be really nice, but I'm not really sure about my trend line. So I would prefer, another inside week to really make it good because it's up 180%. So could use some more time, but I could add an alarm just in case. So have an alarm here. 1 hour crossing up. Cecil. I would prefer this to set up nicely, but the move might already be done from here. I mean, this was such a big move. Wow, it doesn't look like it, but it's 300% from the entry here. Insane, insane. Wow. Hmm, more energy names. Beautiful. Oh, we actually have this one right here. Where are we? Perfect. Hmm. Let's see if we get a pullback here. That would be nice. But this is the name that I'm mostly watching. I'm super excited about this one. It doesn't really have momentum yet, but it's just where it is in its life cycle. Look at the volume here. Absolutely insane. So I'm hoping to find an entry on this one, this or next week maybe. Dave kind of look like Cecil, but weaker. So I'm thinking that Cecil is the better option. But if I judge this trend line, I don't know, maybe could we say it's somewhere, or perhaps. Mm. It's also dangerous to do these trend lines premature because it kind of like if I look at this one, I'm like, oh, it has nothing, it has no room to run, but it might as well just explode from here or stay here for a few more weeks and then go. But anyhow, Cecil uh, Peter was thinking of Dave, but then might as well do Cecil. Uh, okay. Need more time. Not really sure. Planet Labs. Perhaps. Perhaps. But it's so hard now this cycle because the strong names have just been flying, and then there are a few laggers that are struggling, but they're kind of setting up patterns. But then I'm thinking, oh, are they weak? So should I buy a Cecil instead of something that looks nice pattern-wise? But it's hard. It would be better if it just ran straight to this point and then had this flag, but now it had this weird pullback in between. But it does look nice. It does look nice. Not really sure what this is though. Outperform, okay. Planet Labs. So, it's a bit slower name. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I think I wrote it. Yeah. IQ is interesting. It's a hard one though, where to buy it. But it doesn't look ready, but it looks exactly like CXAI. Well, not really exactly, but there are a lot of other of these cheaters that are running massively, like I said earlier. See if I can find it if I go through it. Groupon, uh, nice run, nice stare, second stare above this massive trend line. Could potentially be something. I kind of like it, but what is it? Well, kind of random name, but it's acting well. Mm, yeah, I didn't act like I wanted it to, but here we are. Kind of the same as Groupon actually. But Groupon is then stronger. Uh, instead of, no, wait, it wasn't Workhorse, it was Com. Yeah, I thought it looked like a Workhorse back in the day here. But instead of pausing here, it just went up. Okay. Ooh, Tron. Hmm. Man, insane. Damn. But not this week, I don't think. Rich check is starting to look nice, something like Soundhound here. But maybe towards September, October. Nothing right now. I've been looking at Lightbridge for a while. It's a laggard, but it has this massive base and this volume bursts. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. Then, if anything, mm, it could add an alarm. I mean, it could be interesting. Someone's pumping it. Oh, it's nuclear power. Makes sense. Hmm. What is it? It is. Okay, nuclear. Wow. That makes a lot more interesting, actually. A lot more interesting. Hmm. Okay, so it's good. It's good. Could be really good, actually. So it would be nice to get it inside of here on this. Maybe another week, but it could go on Friday as well. Have an inside day to Wednesday. No, wait. This. Yeah, it could go on Friday, perhaps. That would be nice. What's the volume? 100 million. Okay, so it's quite. Yeah, it's small. Shit runner. Man, that's interesting. Mm, hmm. Oh wow, what a range! Holy shit! Yeah, for sure. Let's go. Let's go. But it would be weird if this goes during the summer. This feels like a late. Oh, actually, if we're heading towards the end of a swing, a small swing, then perhaps we could get some action in mid-August before we have 1 or 2 months of bits of sideways. Hmm. What is this? I don't have it. Oh, it's Swedish. Oh yeah, okay, it's Swedish. All right. But nah. Ooh, Swedish shitters also running. Let's go. Man, it's exact same pump as CXAI and this other name. What was it? Q S? No, IQ. Same thing, and the Swedish names as well. That's actually quite funny. Huh. Interesting. This one can run. This one can run like crazy. I gotta look at maybe Sun. What did it do back here? Hmm. Interesting. But then I'm wondering if because that's also interesting. If you look at perhaps the Swedish small cap, if you take a look at US small cap, it's kind of, in the range. But if you look at Swedish small cap, here, look at this one. Swedish small cap is breaking out of a 4-year range or something like that, 4 or 5 year range. So we could have, and it's been pumping quite a lot. So we could have the last burst, and names like this via play could do something crazy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Man, interesting. Oh, this one as well. Same here. I'm not sure which name it was, but this also looks like something that could go on maybe Friday or man. Mm, yeah, wow, this one. Holy shit. Yeah, hopefully it stays here a little bit because you look at this flag, it took some time after this pop or 1 or 2 weeks, so could have something like that. I hope at least. And this one is also an energy play, but it's I bought it the first time here on this EP, or I bought it some before, and then on the EP I had a massive size. It was up like 10, 15 R, but then it gapped down on me, took me out for -2 R. But this one is also super interesting. Look at the volume is increasing here. Look at the monthly on this one. I mean, that's a base. Holy shit, that's a base. Looks exactly like apps did here. Touch the trend line, came back down, came up again. Touch the trend line, came back down, come up again, and consolidating on higher volume. I mean, it's a 10x. Fuck, so many names I want to buy, but I have no money. But I hope this one gives me, another 1 or 2 weeks. I hope so. It kind of looks like it, but um, mm, but the difference though is that apps even on here, let's see, okay, 30 million, 70 million, 300 million. Then it kept the volume above 100 million. So I'm thinking, are we here? Maybe? Hmm. Earnings sparked it. We have earnings in August. That would be insane to have this on watch list in August and get massive size on like 1 minute opening range highs. That would be ideal, hopefully, so that I can let my positions that I already have run a bit. I don't know about this one, but the momentum is real. But it's not acting right. I don't like this, so it has to tighten up here for 2 weeks at least. But it is, wow, it's crazy. It's more than a double to here. And since it's sloping up, it could likely go up. Well, that's a, wow. What's up with pace sign? Pace. Hmm. Are they involved in crypto? Ugh. As soon as I see pharma and healthcare, I kind of go like, what? Is it? Okay, so it's kind of random, but shit name can run like crazy. Reporting growth, so maybe it's 400 million came from 100 million. Yeah, but the pattern is there, so we'll see. Or it's something like this, it just runs into. Hmm, yeah, it looks exactly like this. But this volume was 100K, and this volume is, okay, it's not that big of a volume yet. Yeah, now we're down at the lower volume place, so they're not as important. Wow. Yeah, this is kind of what I think Lightbridge could do, something like this. But since it's lagging, is it gonna do it? The rest of the market went straight up here. And Neon, man, I missed this one as well. I had the alarm, but oh yeah, it gapped up. Yeah, this is one of my entries, but it was gone. This one you should have bought. I don't know. It was a tough one. So also the volume was 3 million. I should not have been looking at this, and now it's not even above 100 million. So it's actually really not something I should even be looking at. Maybe all of these names I should probably ignore unless they look absolutely amazing. Bada bada bow. Okay. All right, all right. So I think we're happy with that. I think we are happy with that. We have a few names of interest. Uh, Still fully invested. Some names of interest. Look to the right. Hopefully, positions run a bit, take some profits for a new position. That would be ideal. So yeah, my positions. MicroStrategy I bought in here, but then I took a stop loss and bought it again, and then I added somewhere here. But then I got stopped out on some of the position, and now it actually closed under the 20-day, so I sold 50% of my position here. And it's taking a lot longer than I would have liked. So, but you see the trend line. It feels that it could be on, but we could have some kind of a last shakeout and then rip. Who knows? But I sized down because it's not acting. I would have liked this to just continue up here and then go parabolic, but it's not happening. So I sized down on this one, pure CH. Also a bit worried about this one if it's gonna have a shakeout and then rip. But I'm gonna add yeah, right. Add protective stop losses to positions. This I'll do later. But yeah, I should not go under here, which is break even. But I should probably have. Actually, I don't know. Alarm there and a full stop at break even, and raise some of it as soon as I can. NAC is a bummer because it was my biggest position. Then this happened. I remember that morning Uh, chill here. Haha, Thursday. Wait, was it Thursday? Yeah, okay, it was Thursday. Oh my God. I remember this is here. Oh my God, you can see it in real time. I wrote my uh what is it, diary? Diary? And then so no action today. Have orders placed so I can take one position, don't act on alarms from phone because I thought I saw nothing. It's gonna be a chill day, I wrote. And then update. Oh God, yeah. Because here I saw NAC was down like 30-40% in 5 minutes or something like that. So I thought, wow, this is unusual. I'll just buy more. But then and that was I think it was 166 because I looked at the 1 minute chart and I thought, well, this is so unusual. I don't need to put a stop loss. But then, holy shit, it went down another 40%. I'm like, whoa, I fucked up. But then the bounce came. I sold my ad, which was a stupid ad. But then when it was up here, I'm like, okay, well, this should not have happened. It's just some weird flush. So I'll keep the position. I was up 33R up here. Then it went down to maybe minus 13R or something like that. Or not 13R. I think I actually have it written up here. Oh yeah, no, to minus 1R. So 32R minus 1R. Then it came back up to plus 13R. Then I thought, well, it's just probably gonna come back because it has so much potential, this name. But then it gapped down to minus 13R. So I'm a bit of a I'm stuck in a what do you say, between a rock and a hard place. I could just cut it right here at minus 13R, but one part of me is saying that, well, I mean, is it really gonna go lower? It's likely to bounce from here in the next week or so. So then I'll sell on the bounce, but it might as well just continue lower, which, man. So that's why I added the new rules of protective stop losses. So even if I'm waiting for the close under the 20-day and the 50-day, I should have some sort of protective measure for a black swan like this. And that's what I added. So it's a good thing that it happened. And then we have Team C, which is really nice. I sold and added. So I think this position size doesn't really make sense. I think it's lower, but that's what my broker says. I bought it the first time here. But now it's the new updated size, so it could be correct. Is that my R's are bigger than it was down here. Mm, had a weird close, but it also did it here, so we'll see what happens. I kind of like the angle of this trend. It looks like one of those names that's gonna have an extension at the end of the trend, and I'll likely sell into that or the weakness of the trend. So actually, yeah, I had the stop losses and I bought some more. I bought back my sell because it was so strong compared to the rest of the names that I had. And then this name, yeah, we'll see if it hits 10R or 13R for me. Very likely, I think. Then CXAI, one of those bottom fishing names, took out this low here from 2024. And then came back, tried to rip here, but then it came lower. But now it's coming back again on slightly. Now I wouldn't really say high volume, but I can just see this thing is gap up, maybe like it did here, or absolutely okay, it didn't gap up, just ripped out of nowhere, and then it sort of set up here, and then it gapped up, and then it was over. So I have this 360 as my target, and then Bloom Energy is having earnings. Okay, wow, next week, so it's a bit of a sketchy play for me, also because I wanted to buy it here, but I didn't have any size or fresh money. So I was waiting for MicroStrategy to stop me out, but it never stopped me out. It was 1 cent from stopping out, and then it came back higher. But then I got FOMO, so I sold some MicroStrategy here, and I bought. Yeah, I couldn't get this entry either, so I thought of like a box play that, this high is taken out. It's likely not gonna take this out if it's strong. Then again, we have earnings coming up, so we'll see. It's a 4% position or percent risk, so it's quite a big position. We'll see what happens in the next few days. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So I have all the alarms ready. I'm just gonna set this. So it's done. All right. That's the monthly update. See ya.